Privyet, Kadila, Babushka. Just practicing my Russian a little bit. Welcome back. Today we have another exciting breakdown to show you, and the reason I want to show you this one is because this is a demonstration of me in Oxford Street, which is the busiest street in Europe. On top of that, it's the busiest time of the day, it's rush hour. And on top of that, this girl has a boyfriend, right? So I want you to see how I handle all these type of different scenarios, and we're going to really break it down into detail so you can go out there and you can do exactly the same and get the same result. All right, see you inside.
Excuse me. Hello.
Hi.
I have to tell you one thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, very quickly. I think you look very nice.
Thank
you look like a cute flamingo.
Like a flamingo.
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably noticed my cameraman missed the approach, and the reason that is it was so busy he couldn't get into position quickly enough. But this was, I can explain what happened. So I did the hard stop, which is you run around and you go in front of her, and the reason I did that is because this is the busiest street. It has to be an extremely high impact stop to get her attention, because there's all these people like promoters, there's people selling her stuff, and you have to go in really strong. If you want to learn exactly how to do that, watch my video from last week, because in that demonstration I break down exactly how to do a stop like this. So I'm going to get a team to put the link up for you. So the open was just as before. It was direct. I just wanted to say you look nice, but then I tease her. So this is kind of a push-pull, right? And that's one thing you should do with really attractive girls, is when you do the approach in the daytime. So the approach is usually, if you do the direct, is you're giving a compliment, a very low-key compliment, and then you want to take that compliment away to make it playful, right? So this is called it's one of the old school methods. It's called a push-pull. So with a compliment, you're pulling her towards you. With a tease, you push her away, right? It's just a playful way to flirt.
I'm guessing you're from Russia.
No, I'm not from Russia. I'm from Austria and half Norwegian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard that mix before.
Yeah.
I've been to Austria,
Yeah.
but I've never been to Norway.
Oh yeah, no, from Oslo.
Sorry?
So from Oslo, like in Oslo.
Oh, you're from
Yeah.
Oslo?
Well, Oslo and Vienna. I was born in Vienna.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vienna is a beautiful place.
Yeah, it's a really nice
Yeah.
place.
But I noticed when you go to party, the girls are very crazy there.
Well,
Okay, so at this point, she's very interested in the interaction. I've managed to get her interested in talking to me, even though it's very busy around us. We're in this bubble now, you know, we can't see anything what's going on around. We're just focused on ourselves. And the reason that's happening is because I managed to do a really good approach. So now the next part is the attraction. I want to start to flirt with her more. I want to really tease her and have a playful conversation with her. And this is what I do at this point. I say, oh, you know, the girls when I went to Vienna, they love to party, they're crazy and stuff like that. This is the kind of vibe I want to go with right now.
I mean, I like a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You look quite young.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know, maybe 19 or
18.
you're 18. Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Have a guess.
I don't know.
Chest, yeah?
Your chest?
No, because you were looking down. I was like, you can tell.
No, I don't know.
No. Have one guess.
26?
No, older.
28?
Older.
30?
Older.
Really?
Yeah, I am 51.
Yeah, of course.
I could be your dad.
Yeah, right.
Again, as you see, I'm trying to have fun. I'm always thinking about, okay, what's a funny thing I can say here? What's a funny thing? What's a funny answer I can say? And this way of thinking is really good to really enjoy yourself, right? Because this is what going out and interacting with people is about, isn't it? The first thing is you want to enjoy yourself, right? If you enjoy yourself, then guess what? The girl is going to enjoy it as well. You're going to bring the girl into your reality. So a lot of guys, when they see an attractive girl, all they want to do is they want to please her. They want to do whatever it takes to get her into their life. They want to, impress her. But you're gonna do the opposite, right? You're just gonna have fun in interaction, and that's gonna draw her into your reality.
I'm joking. No, I'm 28. Yeah, so I'm guessing you're a student.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me guess, you're studying dance.
No, marketing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Marketing,
And where are you from?
I guess.
Italy, Spain. No
No.
idea. I don't know.
Do you know China?
If I know China, of course I know China. You're not from China.
No, I'm Iranian.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
My best friend is Iranian as well.
Really?
Yeah.
In London?
No, she's not in London. She studies in. Yeah. She's from Iran.
Okay, cool. Where are you up to right now?
Well, I'm gonna see my boyfriend now.
Oh, really? You have a boyfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so at this point, what I'm actually thinking is this is going really well. She's very interested. What I want to do now is get her on an instant date, get her sitting down, having coffee with me, because it's very busy. And I'd rather be in a coffee shop where I'm just sitting down, relaxing, and we can really get to know each other and really connect. However, she's about to meet her boyfriend. And if you noticed, because the conversation was so interesting for her, she completely forgot that she's waiting for her boyfriend. Her boyfriend could have been waiting, right? As you see after this, she's going to start rushing away to meet her boyfriend, because her boyfriend's probably somewhere waiting. And when you actually go out and do an amazing approach and really get her attracted to you, sometimes they forget what they're doing. You know, they could be on their way to meet a friend or whatever, but they just forget. They really get into the moment. Yeah, so this question, what are you up to? You shouldn't really say it early on. And if I would go back into this interaction, I wouldn't say it at this point, because here I'm not really, haven't built that much comfort and connection. And if I get a number at this point, usually it's not going to be a very solid number, because it's too quick. Right? Anything under 5 minutes is just way too quick. And yeah, you should be thinking about how you can build more connection and more comfort to get a really solid interaction.
Okay, that's okay. Well, listen.
Sorry?
I know you're meeting
Yeah,
yeah, but another time, I'd like to invite you out.
Oh. Okay, well,
Okay?
yeah.
Do you have WhatsApp?
I do have WhatsApp, yeah. Or do you have like Instagram or something easier?
It's easier for you?
Yeah.
You can give me your WhatsApp, and I will give you my Instagram as well.
That's my phone number.
Just one thing to note here, and that's she wants to do the Instagram, and a lot of guys I've heard, they say, oh, don't do Instagram, she just wants to follow her, it's a waste of time, blah blah blah. Instagram is one of the best places, right, to build comfort and trust, because it has the story feature, right? And if you live a good lifestyle, when you go out with your friends, when you're on a date with a girl, when you're partying, whatever, you know, you're in a house party, you can get a quick snapshot, put it on your story, and she will see that, and that builds a connection, because humans, they cannot tell the difference between the digital world and the real world. So when she sees your Instagram story, she feels like that's a real world. She'll be really building connection with her, like she's getting to know you. Okay, so when guys are like, oh, don't do Instagram, you know, you're not going to get any results, whatever, that is true to a certain extent. If your Instagram is complete BS, don't do it, right? If you're a really beginner to cold approaching, you're probably not going to have a good Instagram. But if you're starting to get decent results, like for example, you're going on dates and stuff, you can start getting shots. For example, when you're, let's say you're in a bar with a girl and you're doing like a cheers, you can get a shot of that with her hand and your hand in it. and put that in your story, and people and the girls, they know that's a girl's hand in the video. So that's what's called social proof, and that's going to build comfort and trust with her, right? Even though like you haven't built enough connection, like for example here in this interaction, I haven't really built enough connection and comfort. I can do that on Instagram. Having said that, WhatsApp is actually better for messaging, right? Because when we're messaging our family, when we're messaging our best friends, we use WhatsApp, not Instagram DMs. That's the reason here I go for both. So I get the WhatsApp and the Instagram, because I know that for messaging, WhatsApp is much better. For showing my lifestyle, Instagram is better, right? So I'm using both to my advantage.
It's a French phone number. Yeah.
So
I
you
have to
lived
go,
in France?
But yeah.
Just before you go, what's
Yeah.
your name? I'm Navid.
Okay, well,
Nice to meet you. 1 second. I know you're in a rush to meet your
Yeah,
boyfriend.
I am.
Okay, let me just, I'll message you.
It's gonna work. Perfect.
Okay, enjoy.
Bye.
See you, bye.
So yeah, that was a very quick interaction. I actually recommend to stay in an interaction for around 10 minutes, because that's what requires for you to get a really solid number, right? Because what it is in a good approach, what you need first, you need to get her attracted, which I do here, and then you need a really good amount of confident connection for her to trust you, right? Because you're a complete stranger. She doesn't know me in this interaction. I don't know her as well, and we don't really take time here to get to know each other. So when she goes home and I message her, she doesn't really know who I am, right? It was just she's just gonna think, okay, it was a guy that he flirted with me a little bit, but there's no real connection between us, and she didn't really work for the number. It's so important to get the girl kind of chasing you and working for the number, because you don't want her to feel like, oh, you're just like any other guy that she can have. You want to be a little bit of a challenge, right? You want to be a bit hard to get, and here it was just not enough time for me to do that. So in future videos, you're going to see me doing exactly that, and I'm going to explain how you can do it as well. All right, so looking forward to seeing you next week, and make sure you go out there and you practice, because without practice, you're not going to improve.